The shotgun handoff here. Gets the first and still running. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Past the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Sooners.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Tackle was made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The Huskers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
And just like that, this offense is out of the gate. What a way to get this game started. Obviously, they have a premier receiver, found a one-on-one matchup, and in the first play of the game, they take advantage of it.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Nebraska. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
This is such a big-time play by this quarterback, and it's every defensive coordinator's nightmare. Trying to cover everybody in the passing game, and then the quarterback makes you pay for it with a long scramble and a score.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
So all of the 30, this is a manageable third down play for the offense. Defense is coming after him. Makes the grab. It's Siegel. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's second down here. Wants to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on first and second down. So you force the offense to consistently have to try on third and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
The Sooners will have to kick this away. This will be the first punt tonight for this offense. And here's the return. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And they finally grab him. Huge return. Coverage team lucky he didn't score there. The offense starts with excellent field position. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play has got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the move now. Escapes the pocket. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. Catch made by the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up 1st down at the 15. The Cornhuskers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And they're going to throw now on 1st down. Finds his target. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Well, you bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
It's to the right, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
Just get this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The freshman with a little too much air under that one. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Running back has it on a screen now. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the 1st down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
And the Sooners will send the punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's taken at the 25. Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is brought down to wrap up the 1st quarter of play. Well, Kirk, Nebraska has the lead here. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. The receiver makes the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Bought some time, now lets it go. Catch made on the left side. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football. He makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's hit as he throws it. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Siegel. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Siegel. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down. The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. The back's got it. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Grab near the sticks. It's Hall. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the football. The pass rush gets home.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Tackled there by the defense.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. They run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He escapes the pocket. Using his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Fourth down. No punt. Out of field goal range. They're going for it. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They bring it down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Now here he goes. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. The shotgun running play call. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. It's a blitz look here from the defense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He cannot escape. It's a sack. They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. And the Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Siegel. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. 1st down here for this offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
So the drive begins with the offense backed up at the 2-yard line. Looking to scramble to his left. Heads out of bounds after another big gain and a first down. This defense has not been able to stop the quarterback run today.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the...
He's in the clear. What a catch and run by the junior.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
And the Huskers are in the red zone now. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You've got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
He's got a man down the middle. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
What a great route here by this tight end on third down, and the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on third down? Of course, the tight end, and now we've got first and goal.
This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Another handoff to him on second and goal. And he bustles into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime. It doesn't feel like this thing's already over. Just a first half beat down to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
Extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out, it's Andrews. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. A deep shot right down the middle. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Tackled after the interception. That'll be the final play this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to begin the second half. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. This offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Some space around the 30. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. This offense really clicking. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage curve. He is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in the lineup. Quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting into a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, and it's incomplete. A little dump-off pass. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his 3rd interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
Receiver makes the catch. 2nd after their defense cannot stop him short of the marker. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offense.
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. They finally get him down, but now before he reaches the 25. The Sooners pick up enough for a 1st down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Hall. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody.
Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Chris is just trying to find the hole in his zone coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic and moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Snags the big throw. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball to 31.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Catch made over the middle. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
They'll run it here. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Cornhuskers lining up here on 1st and 10. The quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, you and I love this guy's ability to run the football, especially in the option game. But why take an unnecessary hit here? A chance to step out of bounds and avoid the hit, you got to do it.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught quickly. Breaks loose at the 40. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests.
Touchdown, Nebraska. No chance to catch him there.
Well, if there was any chance of a comeback, that's been put to bed. Great job by this offense, extending the lead, and in my opinion, putting this game away.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's a shotgun run call. Out across and still going. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
It's a quarterback keeper.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Now we run a draw play. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here.
I like how the offensive coordinator here is getting pretty creative. Defense is obviously expecting a pass, so he decides to catch him off guard and goes with the draw play. Going to have to be more aware of that going forward.
Has the first down and more. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. Well, Nebraska has the lead here. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback still with the football. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. That run sets up a critical third down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Fourth down RPO. He throws it to the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They connect for 6.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And he knocks it right through. Onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. The defense make adjustments.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. The pass rush closing in. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Short, they'll try to throw for it. Grabbed by the receiver. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
The Huskers looking to keep this drive rolling. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made, looking for the goal line. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. The Cornhuskers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. And the Huskers come to the line with first and goal. Punch it in for the score. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. That's another touchdown. An old-school performance for this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line. He decides to have his best game of the season in this game with everybody watching. What a game.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll bring him down just short of the 20. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. And the Sooners will have first and 10 here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his back. That ball snagged for a completion. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Turns it loose downfield. He makes the grab. They make the stop, but it's a big play. The 31.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Sooners.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. Man, I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. And now before the kickoff, a timeout is taken by the kicking team here. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And it looks like that one was touched before it made it 10 yards. So, yeah, the penalty marker is coming out. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking to throw yet again. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Catch made, way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome.
That's not going to make much of a difference today, but it can be a subtle positive takeaway for a team getting beat down like this. And it demonstrates resilience. You want to see this fight from your team in this kind of situation.
And the extra point goes up and good. looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ballgame.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. And he slings it deep back to the left side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Well, the defense has had no answer for this pitch and catch combination. They are closing in the conference championship now.
You know, the receiver's coming up with a lot of these touchdowns, but I really want to focus in on this quarterback because he's making such good decisions with the football. He's finding his guy. They're moving him around, finding different ways to get him the ball, and I just love to see the quarterback. Anytime you're making good decisions and you're making accurate throws, you got a chance for a big game.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Oklahoma offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Pressure is coming. Looking for a late deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. And he's into the end zone. But hold on, there's a flag down. This might be coming back. Touchdown being called back sort of sums up the day for this offense so far. A string of costly mistakes. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's a safety to essentially slam the door and secure this victory. So after giving up the safety, here's the free kick. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.